So we're here to read The Mercy Process, musical in 2 acts by Richard Hackley. Having not read through this before, let's think about how we're going to do this. There's songs throughout. Mm-hmm. I think when we get to the songs, perhaps pause for a second if I want to say something about the song, and then we'll just read it like it's poetry. And if we decide after we do a couple that's not working, it's slowing the action down or something, then we'll scratch it. If we don't like it in edit, we'll just cut it right out. But I think we read the singing part like it's poetry. The singing part is going to be in all caps.
I don't know how to read poetry.
The same way you read prose.
There once was a man. There once was a man who retook it. So I will be narrating it, and also I will be playing the role of Max.
Okay.
So the leads in the role, Mike Mercy and his love interest Lindsay is going to be played by Emmett and Taylor. On the other side, Gina and Cliff will be reading the parts of Sonia and Chad. And to my right, Jim Yeske will be reading the part of Burnt Bobby, Mike's close buddy,
Hey, man.
who sometimes is a bad influence. So it's a cast of 6. The setting is an unnamed urban area with scenes taking place at Mike's 1-bedroom apartment, a local hangout Pickwick's pub, an outdoor sidewalk by a park, and Mike's office workplace. The time is mid-December, present year. There's 4 stage settings. I'll introduce them, I think, when we get to them, and the music is set for a 5-6-piece band. So if everybody feels up to it. Act 1, Scene 1. The setting is Mike is in his apartment waiting for his girl to arrive. At Rise, the piano is playing the introduction to the song You Make All Things Right. The apartment is bright. Mike is moving about cleaning up the place in anticipation of Lindsay coming over. He's humming along to the music. The mood is happy. The phone rings.
Hello?
Bonjour, monsieur. This is the embassy phoning to inform you that your lovely girl has been kidnapped.
Which one?
Ha ha, very funny, Monsieur Michel.
I'm laughing. Hope the ransom's low. I only have $20 on me.
You sound cute. Oui, perhaps the abductors will barter, pretty boy.
You don't sound too bad yourself, embassy girl. Maybe I can work out a trade with you and you put in a good word for me? Oui.
For the sake of your loved one, I will concede to your obviously sexual request. In fact, I'm in your neighborhood as we speak. Would you like me to pick up something for this rendezvous?
A very kind offer, but your presence is all that's on my mind right now.
Très bien. I will see you shortly. Au revoir, monsieur.
Yeah, bye.
Piano picks up again as he continues straightening up the place, whistling along. Phone rings again. This time it's his friend, Burnt Bobby.
You go for Mike.
What's up, buddy? You go for Joe?
Oh, hey, Bobby. I am, but not till later. Lindsay's on her way here.
Not a problem. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, but not until.
Phone hung up. He looks at it and speaks to himself.
Burnout.
Piano comes up again. He's back to picking up the place. There's a knock at the door. The Bonjour melody plays, foreshadowing the song in Act 2. He opens the door, and Lindsay is standing with a bottle of wine.
Salute, mon ami.
What?
I am greeting you.
Raising his right hand to his forehead while looking down.
You're really into the conversational French class, huh?
What are you doing?
You said, salute me knees. So I'm saluting.
Mon ami, you fool. That means my friend, not my knees.
Frickin' speak English then.
You know my family's out of town for the holidays. Do you want to come to Jen's with me on Christmas Eve?
Sure, no problem. Why was she having people over? Didn't she finally land a boyfriend? A cop or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's an officer, but still wants others to be there.
Holds his hand up to his forehead, this time in a saluting motion to her face.
Well then, yes sir, madam.
Mademoiselle.
Guitar intro to You Make All Things Right begins.
Mademoiselle Lindsay, it would be an honor for me to escort you to the Christmas Eve ball.
Finishes the salute, reaches over to her hair as he steps closer. Raising her hair to his nose, he takes a deep breath in.
Did you know that in the animal kingdom, the number one factor in determining your mate is scent?
Music comes up to full volume. a duet of You Make All Things Right.
I know you and you know me, and that's the way it had to be.
'Cause I love you, and if you love me, then this is where I want to be tonight.
Through the years, with all that's changed, these feelings for you still remain.
I love you, if you love me, then this is where I want to be every night. I'd be a liar if I said that I had something to hide, when you know me better than anyone, and still you're by my side.
You've seen me larger than life, underneath bright stage lights, but it's when I'm down, when no one's around, that you make all things right. I know you, and you know me.
And that's the way it had to be, 'cause I love you, and you
love
love
me.
me.
So this is where I'm gonna be every night.
'Cause you make all things right.
Big applause. They're embracing when banging on the door interrupts the moment. The
Come
door
in.
is already opening as Mike calls out.
Come in.
It's Bobby, who comes in loud and obnoxious. Mike is glad to see him, Lindsay less so.
Oh man, look at you two. Give me a break. What's up, dude? You got your money ready for me to take it tonight?
Mike.
Yeah, we're going to play cards at the pub tonight. It's a new Thursday night thing that we're starting. Max next door's coming down too with a buddy of his.
But I thought we were spending the night here, alone.
No, I was thinking that we'd hang out for a bit before I go out.
But I picked up a bottle of wine. That's not for just a bit.
Look, we'll open it another time. It's no biggie. Bobby, I said not to come right away. Lindsay was stopping by.
I had nothing else to do.
Lindsay flashes a disgusted look. Mike's thought camera captures the image of her face.
Fine, have fun playing with your friends.
You don't have to go right now. Let's hang out for a while.
Really, Mike? Like I don't know what you're going to do?
Lindsay storms out.
Was it something I said?
You're a tool. Why couldn't you have waited an hour before coming over?
Whatever. Is Joe joining us or what?
Mike shakes his head as he walks over to the freezer and takes out a water pipe. Joe Bong.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bobby pulls out a bag of weed.
Let's get this party started.
Bobby packs the bowl while Mike stands off a bit, clearly in thought. He keeps playing back Lindsay's face before she walked out, shown on the overhead screen.
You know, I'm really liking her these days. We talk, or at least text every day. We hang out a couple of times a week. At least a couple of times a week.
Oh man, don't tell me you're thinking she's the one.
She may be.
You thought the last one was the one too. The only one she turned out to be was the last one.
But there's always gonna be a last one before the one that lasts. Hey, that was good shit. I gotta write that down.
Write what down?
Bobby hands off the bong to Mike.
If I ever do propose, I can make that part of my proposal. Instead of being the last one like every last one before you, how about being my last one?
Takes a hit.
It is good shit. But you better hurry up and get that thought on paper, because in about 3 minutes you're going to forget what we were even talking about.
They both chuckle, blackout, end of scene. All right, made it by scene one.
Nice.
What I didn't mention, I said I was going to talk about the settings before each one, and then I didn't. So the setting for Mike's bedroom, Mike's apartment was a simple one-bedroom setting. You never see the bedroom; you only see a door that leads into it. This mentioned the thought camera. That is an overhead screen that will be capturing little snippets throughout the play and used for playback to show you exactly what it implies, his thoughts in his head. And there's a couple times when videos will be playing to enhance the music going on.